Being a parent can be really challenging. It's normal to feel uncertain about whether you're doing the right things to raise healthy and happy children. That's why Child and Family Resource Network focuses on connecting pregnant parents and those with kids under the age of 5 with free support services to help them build confidence in their parenting journey. Everyone deserves to have someone they can turn to for support with parenting. Visit childandfamilyresourcenetwork.org today.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
You know why that is? Because I am full of chocolate.
You're full of... It's Easter week.
Easter Monday.
Was there a deluge of chocolate in your house?
Not so much as the previous years. Previous years, the boys would have been there and there was chocolate eggs from every nana, auntie and parent. And there was an very high expectation. And now, of course, it's just me and Paul. So nobody's buying us the chocolate eggs. We did buy a few for ourselves.
Yeah, I have to say. Now, the only thing that disappoints me, right? I have a problem, right? Okay. I've got a problem with the way chocolate is these days. I realise this is the most old man thing I've ever said.
Okay,
right?
come on then.
Chocolate used to crack. It used to break. Like you'd snap it and it would break. But now chocolate tears. Have you noticed this? It tears like you can actually rip an Easter egg.
Oh, I know what you mean. You used to have to actually bash it.
You'd smash it and it would, you get the satisfaction of like
I think I know what the problem
chunks
is.
of chocolate. Go on.
Have you been leaving it on the front seat of your car? It's getting overheated.
Do you know what? I was in the middle of my rant and I thought, to be fair, Gearóid, you used to keep them in the fridge. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Maybe I'm not going to pull apart the chocolate industry. Maybe this is more local. It's a more localised problem.
I think you maybe need to think about how you're storing this chocolate.
Fair enough. I stand by it. I think there's a lot more than a glass and a half of milk going into dairy milk. I think there's oil. There's stuff that makes it terrible. Yeah, my rant is not scientifically based.
Okay, now here's my question. What is your go-to for a chocolate bar?
One of my treats, when I say treats, one of my, I've had a very bad day and I need everyone to leave me alone. So I'm going to just have like a nice, 2 massive bars of chocolate in front of the television. And I don't want anyone to bring this up with me again.
Okay.
Is a Cadbury's caramel. I do love a Cadbury's caramel. Now, sometimes I would get a green and blacks. Do you know why I'd get a green and blacks chocolate?
Why?
Because you get a bit sick if you eat the whole thing. You just feel a bit...
Because it's dark. It's usually dark chocolate. And therefore...
It's just richer. Even the milk one.
Yeah.
You just, you get
take your
2/3 of a bar and you're like, I'm done now.
Yeah.
But with the Cadbury's caramel now, if you're looking to get through it, that's the one.
See, I have a friend, right, and she finds it very problematic that I can actually only eat part of a chocolate bar. That upsets her.
Do you not eat it all?
Not always, no.
Neve.
I know. It shows a restraint that she thinks is on the level with a psycho killer, I think.
Well, no, I mean.
She says.
All stacks up from where I'm sitting.
Don't get me wrong. There was a moment where Snickers did a peanut butter Snickers there for a couple of years.
Oh, yeah. I remember the peanut butter Snickers, yeah.
The worst experience of my life because honestly, I was buying them by the bagful. And I ate them all in one sitting.
They were.
I used to say, I'll buy that bag of 10, the small bars, and obviously then I can have one a day for 10 days. Not a chance.
Chocolate and salt.
Amazing.
It's a hell of a combination.
It is. But then
I have to say.
Salted caramel doesn't really do it for me.
Really?
Yeah, not really. It's a faff to me. Don't get me wrong. I love 2 of my favourite things, salted and chocolate.
Somebody said that salted caramel. I know, it was actually on the Ask Rana podcast.
Okay, come on then.
Somebody said that salted caramel is kind of, it takes a lot from butterscotch.
Yes, it does.
Essentially, it's butterscotch.
Yeah, and Green and Block's butterscotch it is lovely.
Yeah, it is fab.
It is really lovely. Funny, I like caramel toffee, as in set toffee.
Oh, okay.
I'm not really into the gooey.
The gooey?
No. It's the melted thing. It's just like
Really?
I love a whole nut.
I love a whole nut, yeah. Now,
I
have to say,
suck the chocolate off it. I give it an out crunch after that.
That is...
Come on.
I love a whole nut, but You have never described it in a more foul manner.
Definitely, I eat it in private.
That is just...
What? Have you never done
there's something very old folks home about that. Have you never taken
like a little square of chocolate and then just suck all the chocolate off the whole nut, and then you just have that lovely crunchy whole nut? Yeah, it's lovely.
No. I remember when we were kids, we used to suck the salt off the peanuts. And then we put the peanuts in another bowl. It was disgusting. It was absolutely foul. But like,
remind me never to eat peanuts around you.
I know. And then we go, oh, you're eating them. Go on, yeah. There's second-hand put off. Fair play to you. Because we hated peanuts. Me and my sister, we hated peanuts.
Would you like the salt?
And they'd rarely be there, but we would suck the salt off them and throw them back. We were absolutely
They were horrible
disgusting children.
You were left unattended way too often.
Now, on the subject of whole nut, I have to say I would much prefer a fruit and nut.
Now you see, me and my husband the same. He loves a fruit and nut. I like the whole nut, but he loves an El Sultana. To be fair,
100%. I have to say, I'm on Paul's page.
Yeah.
There's nothing that can't be enhanced by adding a sultana to it, with one exception.
Which is?
A curry.
Ooh, now you see.
Do not give me a curry with sultanas.
How are you about fruit in hot food?
I like pineapple on a pizza. I know that's very controversial.
Okay, and what about, say, like a fruit in a curry other than a sultana?
Like a chutney in a curry. I like a chutney in a curry.
Okay. Some would argue that was sugar in it. That's not really fruit. It's just like sugar.
Like throwing a jam in it. I've had apple in a curry before. I wouldn't hop up and down to have it again, but it was fine. It was
it's quite often at the base. Yeah. So sultanas. Whereas my husband, like on occasion when the kids were smaller, I'd have made the curry and then I'd have put a bowl aside and put a few sultanas and eat it up our bowl. Don't ever tell him that.
No, never. Thank God. Thank God he's not interested in your work.
Thank God he doesn't actually listen to anything I say.
What's interesting is years ago, right? We used to love. Do you remember what was that thing that it was like bran flakes, but it had
red berries, special K.
No, it had actual sultanas.
Was it just right?
No, I think it was like fruit and fibre.
Oh, fruit and fibre.
We used to have that at home, but there was never
never any bell problems in your.
Oh, like clockwork! You could set a watch by us. The problem with fruit and fibre was they were heavy on the fibre and they were very stingy with the fruit. So we used to my mum would give us sultanas to throw into it. And then one morning I remember this, it was a Saturday morning, we were down early to watch cartoons.
Okay.
And I was putting, I had my bowl of fruit and fibre and I was putting an extra few sultanas in it. Mm-hmm. And then I thought, it's the sultanas I'm doing this for. I've no interest in the fibre.
Why am I eating the fibre?
Why am I eating the fibre?
Just eat the sultanas.
Just eat the sultanas. So I had a bowl of sultanas and milk. I swear to God, if you thought fruit and fibre sent things through.
I'll be honest with you, cleanest system you ever had, I'd say.
I swear to God. 3 litres of clean prep.
I feel we've moved away from the Easter situation.
May cause a laxative effect. That's all I'll say about that recipe.
Okay, so the other question I'm going to ask you, where do you stand on a Cadbury's cream egg?
I have to say I love a Cadbury's cream egg. I know that they're...
Full size or mini?
Oh, I'm not into mini eggs.
Yeah, okay.
Mini anything, forget it. Full size. Full size, please. Proper...
Sorry.
Proper man size. That's what I want.
I went to a very different place there, and
I know that I'm gonna raise the tone. I know there's been controversy. I'm trying to make an interesting point about Cadbury's cream eggs.
Go ahead. Sorry. Sorry. I just had a moment. Sorry.
Was it the word man size that did it? So we wanted you to get in touch because our topic this week was not Easter.
No, it really wasn't.
It really wasn't.
I mean, to be fair,
Easter's a fascinating time. Even the story of Easter.
Okay, tell me about the story of Easter. Are you talking about which story of Easter? Are we talking about an Easter bunny here?
No, it's not it's the other Easter bunny. Jesus. Like even like when you think about Catholicism in terms of
in general?
It's based around Easter.
Okay.
Like Easter is the...
Well, it's a pivotal moment.
It's the pivotal moment.
It's like Christmas. Christmas and Easter, they're pivotal moments, yeah?
Yeah, and even though like Easter's supposed to be the most pivotal.
Well, naturally, because it's, yeah.
It's the fundamental of
Lots of people
our
get
faith.
born, not so many resurrect.
Exactly. Exactly. But like, it's an odd story. Like, do you know what my problem with the whole story is?
Okay, come on.
Right.
Then.
My problem is he died and he was put in a tomb.
Okay.
Then on Saturday evening, Easter Saturday, Holy Saturday, whatever.
Right, yeah.
Mary Magdalene and her mates suddenly decided to like dig him up. And there's just a part of that story that I'm just... this is not stacking up here.
He wasn't actually buried.
Well, he was in a tomb.
Yeah, he was in a tomb.
And it was covered by a rock.
Yeah.
And at some point on Saturday night, they were like...
They had a few drinks.
They were like, let's
go make sure.
Let's have another look.
At the body.
Like, I mean, why did you...
Well, I don't know.
Like if you're taking somebody
Irish
out...
people wake people in their houses all the time.
Mary, yeah, but it was the other Mary as well, like Mary Christ, like the
Mary
mother.
Christ.
Like,
yeah.
Like if you're bringing somebody out on a Saturday night to go, we forget about your son that died.
Yeah.
At what point do you go,
come on, let's have
we
another
should
look
dig
at
him up.
Let's
dig him up. And then that's when they found out he was risen.
Yeah.
So if they didn't find out, like if they didn't go out and dig him up, they never would have. Like the whole basis of the Catholic faith.
Of the resurrection, the proof was in
a whole load of girls getting out and
rolling back a stone.
Going out and having a load of white wine and then going, let's dig him up. I mean, I just think that's a bit thin. I just think it's a bit thin to base a whole religion.
No, I get that how that could be problematic. Considering this show is about problematic friends.
I think I've just become that.
Yeah, no, well, Jesus had his own problematic friends. So I feel it's a nice segue into, so speaking of Judas would be what you might call a problematic friend.
Totally. 100%.
The icon. So it actually gave us a good thing to hang our show on this week.
Well, I think it's like Judas was a funny one as well, wasn't he?
Was he funny? Like,
well, I just think it was a bit odd. Like, even for example, the way he said he betrayed Jesus, right?
Okay.
So he was like,
he gave him a kiss, like,
yeah, he said to the soldiers, "The one I kiss, he is the one." They're like,
they were okay with that.
Do you want to just point at him, Judas? We're talking problematic friends this week. Now, what's interesting about this is one of the topics that we asked you to. We asked, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
What do you want us to talk about?
Give us kind of an idea of topic.
Well.
There was a couple of people who seemed very definite about this.
Oh my God. There were a few of them that were just like, it's friends that are difficult. There was people who were asking for how to end a friendship.
Yeah. A lot of that going on.
Betrayed by friendship.
The word friendship was in there, but it wasn't a very pleasant situation.
Yeah. It's an interesting one because I always think that myself in friendships, like I am the one who is I'm not going to say driving force. I'm not, but I think I'm the doer in friendships.
Okay.
Like if there's a few of us going for dinner,
you organise.
I would have suggested it. Or,
okay.
I'm the one. Do you want to do this? Do you want to do this?
You're at the root of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I like doer would be the nice way of saying it. Needy might be a bit more accurate.
Yeah, my best friend is that.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Like, I think...
And we have not acknowledged that between us, that she is definitely, it's driven by her need as much as it is about our friendship. But I quite enjoy it. But in my social life, I'm inclined to go, yeah, sure, go on.
Yeah.
I like other people to make decisions. Quite nice to be just told, this is what you're going to do.
It's nice to be led. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think that's how a friendship survives.
Yes, I agree.
Because I think if you were somebody that was like, oh God, she wants me to go to this. Oh,
and then you go.
And then you go. That's never going to work.
No. But
that's never going to work.
But it takes a little time to get there, to get that level of honesty in a relationship. You know what I mean?
Totally. Totally. And I was thinking about problematic friends. I don't think I've ever had a problematic friend. I've definitely gone through phases. Like, I still have the same friend group that I had when I was at school.
Okay.
And I know that I'm somebody that I don't make friends easily. And I don't mean that
I know that.
I tend to keep people at arm's length.
Okay.
Until I go, I'm going to be friends with that person.
Until they've been vetted.
And then I'm a really good friend. Yeah. I find that making friends is a thing I did a long time ago. Now, actually, it's only in the past 5 years I've kind of made some new friends, which is amazing. Like, it's always lovely to get new friends.
It is.
But I think that came through necessity because loads of my friends emigrated. I mean,
did you not see the trend? Maybe was there
literally, they were emigrating, they were dying. It's just like,
what the hell's going on?
What's going on? This is supposed to be what happens when you're 80 years of age. It's did
you feel there was another WhatsApp group elsewhere?
I think there was. Yeah.
How to leave Gearóid.
Enough. Time to go. I mean, there's nothing like a friend who is literally the confidant, the one.
Oh yeah.
That, I've maybe 2 or 3 friends that if there's a problem,
you can say it.
Yeah, and also it's not a case of, oh, we'll have to have a nice night now so I can just bring this up.
No.
You can just be like, I've got a real problem, I don't know what to do about it. And they're just like, okay, let's sort this out.
Yeah.
Like, those friends
They are invaluable.
Oh my God.
Invaluable. And the thing about that is because your friendship is so natural that it doesn't matter if you haven't spoken to them for weeks or months. Like, I have great friends for a long time. And there are periods of time, and even when we were really super close friends, there were periods of time when we were practically living together, and then times where we would be apart for
you
months.
Just wouldn't see,
But it doesn't. It means the second you sit down or that you pick up the phone, it's like you only left them 5 minutes ago.
And I have to say, the thing about a problematic friend, right? If you have a friend that's fiery, one that you kind of go in and out of with.
Yeah.
When that's a friendship like that, when that's good,
it's very, very.
It's
good.
very hard to beat.
Yeah.
Like, it is very hard to beat. Like, however, you also know, experience tells you there's a downswing coming. But at the same time, like, friends that I have where it is like that, and I'm very few, to be honest, you do stay in it because you're like...
You want the high.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's that thing. Somebody described it. They described it in a great way to me before. They said, sometimes you have a friend that loves the calm but needs the storm. Do you know what I mean?
That sounds like it's embroidered on something somewhere.
I love the calm. Well, I don't.
I feel somebody's read that off some sort of sampler.
I think that's great.
Yeah, no,
like,
I get the sentiment.
Like, it's like they love it when things are good, but they also know that they need to be the one to pick holes in
I think they distrust it, but that's a whole other thing, isn't it? I mean, I think the problematic friend is the one really about the friendship that you've grown out of.
Do you know what I will say as well?
Yeah, what?
Is I think friendships like that, I think gay men have those friendships.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think they have them with women.
Oh, yeah. Bring the drama.
I definitely think, because I do think there is a thing with gay men that women feel they can just let it all hang out with their gay friend.
I want to be very clear here.
I know. It's not. You know when somebody's absolutely insane? I have
a lot of gay friends. I ain't hanging anything out.
Yeah.
I'm
no, but you see,
you're
a pragmatist.
I am a pragmatist.
You're a pragmatist.
Yeah.
And the reason that you have so many gay friends, right? There are 2 types of women that gravitate and become the like
I totally
on the shoulder of gay men.
I know where you're going with this.
One
and
of them
I totally
is
agree.
a diva.
Yeah.
And the other is a hot mess. Just no question. They're the 2 types of women that gravitate towards gay men.
Okay.
Right? Women that need a very safe space to be their absolute worst.
Yeah. It's true. It is true.
And then a diva.
A diva. Yeah, well, that's true. But, I have a tell me face, right? So I have a lot of friends who come and tell me stuff. And I like that. I like it. I like to be part of this, because I think sometimes when you have problems, you need to be able to tell them to someone, right? That's
totally.
Yeah. That's not really what a problematic friend is, though, right?
No, a problematic friend is one that
like
goes,
the hot mess.
Yeah, that is an absolute disaster or ruins things.
Yeah, and it doesn't make them a bad person. I think sometimes they just don't know how to react in areas.
It's just something that happens, like, and you just have to accept it for what it is. But I'm always like, when I'm not at the center of that, like when I'm not the person it's happening to, it's fascinating to watch.
It is amazing.
It is absolutely like.
Let's be honest. And you and I, our favorite thing, just sit anywhere and go, "Oh my goodness, can be seen."
Like, it's like some people call it being in the blast zone. I call it a ringside seat.
I love it.
I am pulling up a chair and getting out the popcorn because it's my favorite thing in the world.
We love it.
So we did needed a shout out on social media to hear your stories about problematic friends. Now, we didn't have to ask more than once.
We didn't have to shout loud.
You came with your stories.
Oh, we did.
She said, I got married the day I got married, my friend announced that she was pregnant on the same day. She's the friend that expects everything to happen when she wants. We used to work together, and sometimes I think she still thinks she's the boss. Wow. You see, that's a weird dynamic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The whole friendships that form in work, it's very hard to get that work dynamic out of the friendship. It's like any situation that I've ever, you see, the problem with work is you're tied together for so long in one situation. It's very hard to take your own space when you go outside it.
I get you in the sense that I think the struggle comes you getting past the fact that that is your boss you're looking at, and the fact that that person is getting over the fact that you are no longer your subservient person.
Exactly.
You're subordinate.
And I don't know if I've ever stayed friends with a boss. Have I ever?
Who announces they're pregnant on the same day as somebody gets married? That's their day.
I have to say though, in friendships, the need for attention, I'm fascinated.
Oh, yeah.
I have to say, in friend groups, I'm not the one that needs the attention. I much prefer to talk about the other person. But every so often you see it in a group of people, there's somebody that needs attention. And I'm fascinated by that person.
I know.
Because they always have, like, their stories are always, it's the need for attention dictates the conversation.
Okay.
So if you're having a great time and they feel the only way that I'm going to get some attention here is if I introduce some tragedy. Like they will throw a depth charge into the night.
Amazing.
They'll absolutely ruin it.
Yeah, but I think what you don't know yet, that I know in my 50s, right, is that we have the capacity to completely ignore that that's happened. There's about 3 or 4 of us who go, yeah, if they do that often enough, after a while it's like,
are you crying?
There's a pause, tumbleweed across the door, and then it's like, anyway, did you see? Have you seen? We tend to do that now. You know, occasionally in the starts of that, if somebody starts doing that, you kind of pay attention to it. And then after a while you go, yeah, no, that's that's not, we're going to move on now from that.
Can you be friends with a boss?
I'm not sure.
I remember there was a husband and wife where I worked. I didn't know them. There was a husband and wife, and he was her boss. So he would do like her annual review.
Maybe she liked it. I mean, maybe there was a boss thing there. You don't know. It's like is that not like a role play situation?
I'd say in the bedroom, I'd say things were completely reversed. Gavin said, I had to cut a friend out as every time we went out, he would have 2 drinks and then say I was looking at him funny.
I wasn't. He was just paranoid because he has a crooked nose. What?
See, those friends.
Yeah.
Like, you know those friends that just would turn on a dime?
Yeah, do you have many of them?
I did. I had a few of them. Just friends that it was like, you just never knew where you were with them.
Yeah, but you obviously like
that. You grow out of that.
Yeah, I know.
But it was at the time, you're just like, what the hell happened there?
But do you feel you need to solve them? Is that what it is, do you think?
God, did I? No, I didn't actually. I to be honest, now, if they were my friends, I'd kind of be like, what's going on? Hold on. Come on. What's going on? Let's have a conversation about this. Yeah. Whereas back then, I think I was more, oh God, I'm just not dealing with this.
Yeah, I'm over you.
I think it was that 20s thing. You know, when you're 20s and everyone's just really awkward. You know, you're just like, you know, you're socially awkward. You're, you know, still finding yourself.
Still finding yourself.
Yeah.
And then you suddenly wake up one day.
And then you're friends with somebody who can't have 2 pints without, you know, bringing it because they need to bury a body. So next we have Julian got in touch.
Right, okay.
He said, so, problematic friend, here goes. I have a close friend of nearly 30 years who has these occasional startling moments of clarity about men that I've been in a relationship with. And she has absolutely no edit button when it comes to letting me know. As a part-time singer, she once performed a track right at me in a bar that I'd not heard before.
This better not be about me. As a part-time singer, I think I'd be most offended by that.
all about how someone was a fool for being charmed by their boyfriend's money and in effect looked like a gold digger. Then promptly came off stage and told me that it was specially written about me.
Oh my God.
Another time, her 30th birthday weekend conflicted with a wedding invitation that I had already accepted, where the groom was the best friend of my boyfriend, a different one. And he was best man. When I tried to explain that the flights, etc., were already booked, she responded on email entirely in block capitals that I should not allow myself to be pussy whipped by my boyfriend. What makes all of this deliciously ironic is that almost no one has a good word for her own husband. Think homophobe on a low light. And behind his back is referred to as menacingly bland. But I've always managed to resist temptation to return the favour. I think if you are to ever to hold a mirror up to those people, they absolutely crumble.
Yeah, well, I think sometimes when they're really getting at you about something, the chances are it's about them. It's more about them than it is about you.
Absolutely.
I know.
Completely. Like, I've had situations like that before that where you just, you know, sometimes where you just hit breaking points, you know, where you're,
yep.
Then you hit the breaking point and you go, bam.
Yeah.
And just because you said something sharply or something.
Yeah.
That's the dynamite point.
But that's not your role in that friendship. And
oh no, it's to take it and put up with their shit.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And do you know what's funny about that? Like, I think sometimes you take on that role with some people and then sometimes you're the other person. I think some of it from you, Julian, is that you're saying, you know, she's saying all these things about you and your partners and yet you never say anything back. Do you ever feel like you just want to go, you know?
Yeah, Julian, what would you say? How would you broach it? The thing about it is, though, how would I broach it? Do you know what? I've learned from experience that you just don't.
Yeah, no. I'm a bit like you.
I swear to God, because I think the second that he turns that on her, that's it. You hold the mirror up to people like that, they're gone. Because the problem is as well, she's a bit of a narcissist. That's what's going on there.
Okay.
Because she's jealous of his boyfriends.
Yeah.
She wants all of the attention. I mean, come on. She wrote a song about him and performed, like...
Yeah, there's definitely some sort of underlying...
What?
Should have been me.
Yes, 100%. So, like, as soon as he was... As you hold the mirror up to something like that, they shatter. And do you know what? I think with friendships like that, right?
Yeah.
You know what you're getting.
Yeah, you
at
do.
this stage.
You do.
And you stay in it for a reason.
Yeah, so Julian's getting something.
So you have to just accept this is the way it is. So, do you know what you should do, Julian? Yeah. Write a song about her.
Yo, hot mess.
Hot mess, yeah. Write a song about
for a hot mess, baby.
Doesn't have to be a good song. Just change the words of
what are you
words
saying? Donna Summer.
Change the words. Just change the words of something that exists already.
Yeah, they did that in Menopause the Musical. Didn't they?
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Was it Hot Mess?
No.
What was it?
No, it was a hot flash. I'll be honest with you. I don't think Julian wants to do this.
No, not at all.
I think he's quite happy with the situation.
See, that's what these friends bring you.
It doesn't.
The story.
It doesn't.
That's what you get from those
have
friendships.
A sniff of I'm done with this friendship.
No, not at all.
He seems to be quite proud of the situation.
Why would you? Look, tell me where she's gigging next. I'll go.
Part time though.
Yeah, she's the way she does a number at the end.
Ever describe me as a part-time singer.
Welcome to Agony Rants with me, Gearóid Farrelly, and part-time singer Niamh Kavanagh. We are pausing for a moment to remind you that we are part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network. If you would like to support the show, you can do so by subscribing on headstuffpodcast.com. You can subscribe for as little as €5 a month. And in return for that, you will get bonus episodes from us and from all of the shows on the Head Stuff Podcast Network, including the show that we are cross-promoting this week. And this is a show that we've been waiting for a long time.
Okay.
It's a long time in the works and people are absolutely loving it. It started and it's massive. This is Talking Ted.
Talking Ted, is that like about a teddy bear?
No, it's about Father Ted.
Oh,
the
Father Ted
companion podcast. It's hosted by Joe Rooney, who played Father Damo, and Pat McDonald, who was Owen McLove.
Oh.
And each week they chat about one episode of the much-loved sitcom Father Ted, and they have loads of guests. The stars of the show, like Ardal O'Hanlon, have been on episodes. Ardal O'Hanlon, former
friend of mine.
Aer Lingus baggage check-in with Eurovision winner Niamh Kavanagh. Aer Lingus had quite the check-in staff back in the early 90s.
Back in 1986.
And each episode, Talking Ted, is an exploration of the series with a glimpse behind the scenes with contributors and the creatives involved who share their memories. And I have to say, this is a very special show. It's absolutely excellent. Check it out wherever you do your listening and on headstuffpodcasts.com.
Hello, I'm Joe Rooney.
And I'm Patrick McDonald.
And we have a show called Talking Ted, which is a show about the memories, stories and insights into what has made Father Ted the egg sandwich of Irish TV shows.
Yeah, we'll be talking through all the episodes and interviewing people who were on the show.
And reminiscing. I think we'll reminisce quite a lot.
There's a lot of reminiscing. I remember that time, but not so much this time.
Yeah, I remember back in the old days, we used to reminisce a lot as well. You can find Talking Ted on the platform that you're listening to now, because we are a podcast just like this podcast. So don't forget to look us up.
It's absolutely brilliant and it's out now. So listen.
So we have a problem.
This is quite a long problem, actually. Hello.
Answer.
Oh my God, competitive friends, where do I start? I hope that you can help me. So I recently got married after a long engagement, and we have been living together for about 3 years and had bought a house last year in the burbs. Just to be polite, we gave wedding invitations to our neighbours. We had chatted to them and had odd conversations over the hedge that turned into a bottle of wine and a great night. Very dangerous ground here. However, it had become really clear to us that our neighbours on either side of us didn't get on with each other. I had put them sitting beside each other at our wedding, but a friend who was at the table told me after that, not only had they not spoken to each other, they'd actually moved seats. Mad weird, right?
That is mad weird.
That is mad weird. Anyway, at Christmas I was speaking to the neighbour I don't know as well. And she mentioned that before I moved in that they were really tight, but then the other neighbour started to copy everything that they were doing to their house.
I love it.
Okay, they built the same extension and had the same type of car and apparently the same colour schemes in their house, etc. I had noticed the car and the extension, but who cares? But when she was telling me about it, she was clearly upset. Apparently she was copying clothes, decor, whatever you name it. And I thought it was all a bit juvenile. A few weeks ago, I got locked out, called into the other neighbours to wait for my husband. And I'm not joking you. Her sitting room is exactly the same as ours.
Dun, dun,
I
dun.
mean, exactly. Same colour, same rug, same TV, same table. She had always asked me where I got stuff and I thought she was just interested. We'd only ever got together in our house, so I'm really weirded out by the whole thing. And I'm annoyed at myself for not saying it at the time, as I feel I've made it weirder. My husband thinks it's absolutely deranged. I don't know what to do. Should I say anything? Thanks in advance, Melanie. I'm just thinking of Single White Female. Do you remember Single White Female?
Exactly what this is.
Do you remember that movie?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Now, if you don't know what Single White Female was, it was a movie with Bridget Fonda and basically she turned into the person.
Yeah.
It was...
But you know what?
Scary spice. Yeah.
This is way more common than you think.
Oh, it's very
because
common.
I have had friends who have had very similar things happen like this. You're in such a privileged position, right?
Right.
Melanie, because firstly, this is going to be something you want to watch because this is going to be incredible, right?
Yeah.
And secondly, it doesn't seem to bother you as much as it bothered the person that's next door to you.
Yeah, but you don't know where it's going to escalate to. Because in Single White Female, I think it was pretty sinister.
Well, it did turn into a murder.
But
it's always something to watch out for.
It doesn't necessarily mean that's what's going to happen here. But I think what I would say is I kind of get where you're going with this. I think it is weird when someone does that. And actually what you want to do is keep a little distance there. Be polite.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely... The problem is, right, that you weren't aware of it. This hit you right in the face. Mm-hmm. So you were... what was it? She was locked out, was she?
Yeah.
So she was locked out. She ended up in the other sitting room and went, oh my God, this is the same as mine. Mm. So you didn't really have time to process anything. You didn't have any sort of... I think what you should do, right? I think there should be some mention of this because it's too remarkable for you not to remark on it. So I think maybe think up another excuse to go back in there. I don't know. Borrow a cup of sugar. I don't know. Look, come up with something genius yourself, right? But get back in there.
Do you not think sorry, do you not think before you go on that if this person is copying your decor, they're not going to need you to have an excuse to go in. They're going to actively want you in there. The question will be, are you going to get back out? Anyway, you were saying?
Niamh, you make a brilliant point. You make a brilliant point. Go in, but make sure you have a gun.
Or, a get out, and somebody knows you're in there.
Dial 999 on your phone, so you only have to press the send button. Like, go, just find a reason to go in there and then go, oh God, Jesus, this is very like ours. Mm. Like you do have to remark, because I think what's happened, I'd be curious to know if there was a blowout between the two neighbours. Like, did one of them just go, oh, enough is enough now, because they're not speaking?
Yeah.
So
something happened.
Something happened. Oh my God, the story. Like, Melanie, if ever we needed a follow-up.
Yeah. Oh no, we definitely
we need to know what happened here, because just try to dig a little bit deeper. Listen, Melanie, I don't know, maybe you've got a job, but give it up, write a book. Like, this is your story now. You found your reason.
This is it.
I definitely think at some point you do need to say that you know. You don't have to express how you feel about it.
No.
But just say you know.
Just remark upon it.
I mean, what would you do? Have you ever had something like that happen?
I have had someone, when my kids were small, if I said I was going somewhere with them, they were, imagine meeting you here. Hello?
Okay, yeah.
And it's slightly different for me. I'm not saying I had a stalker once, but I definitely had somebody who appeared too many places I was expecting to. I don't instill that in people quite the same.
Yeah.
And nobody ever tries to dress like me. But, it's funny actually. It's kind of a weird thing, isn't it? It's a weird...
It's a very weird one.
Yeah, and you do find that people kind of can... try and encroach into space, and I think it just means that they don't have their own identity. It's not necessarily about you.
Yeah, there's a part of me.
So if it doesn't bother you, I just let it go, but maybe not encourage it. And it's really important, I think, in a way, because you live there. It's not somewhere.
Good fences make good neighbours. That's what they say, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true for it. I mean, it doesn't mean you can't be good friends. You could meet the best friend you ever had next door to you. Yeah. But I think it's difficult, because if you do fall out,
you're screwed.
Like, what are you going to do? Like, especially in this day and age.
I wonder what happened in the house that you moved into.
Have you checked?
Who? Oh my God, there could be dead.
Is there a new patio manager?
Maybe that was the two neighbours murdered whoever lived there. You don't know. Look, I don't upset you.
Maybe that's why the other neighbours not talking.
Look, either way, you've got a nice house. You don't need to know the history.
Yeah,
but
it is a bit strange.
I feel a bit sorry for the girl that's copying, to be honest,
because she just likes your style.
Yeah. And you see, that's the other side of it as well. Mm. Maybe she's just not that good, and she sees things she likes and just goes, I'm going to just do that. And maybe she doesn't see the problem.
Or maybe she finds it very hard to make friends, and this is her way of doing it. If I'm more like you, then you're going to like me. I think there's so many things that could be happening here that are not necessarily, leading to kind of serial killing.
If you don't have a big problem with it, like, unless this is actively upsetting you, don't get drawn into it with the other neighbour. Like, don't... Like, she obviously had a big problem and it really upset her.
She's likely to... If you say anything here, she's likely, in a moment of whatever, that could come out, and then it could be a whole drama.
Oh, yeah, it could be a whole drama.
You definitely don't want to be sucked into that situation.
So if this doesn't bother you too much, I'd let it go. But you can make it known. You can go, oh God, she's same rug. Oh, we same walls.
I know.
And like, oh my God, we're like twins.
I know.
I mean, maybe don't say that, because then all of a sudden she'll dye her hair to look at you. I mean, look.
So, I mean, the thing is not to engage too much in it, I think. If you engage too much in it, it might become a thing. And, you might offend someone, or you might not.
Would you say it?
I'm not sure I would. I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure I would, unless it started to bother me. If she suddenly started coming out with red hair, or he did, long red hair came out, started kind of getting, or maybe, coming in and robbing, washing off my line, I might have a conversation about that. I wouldn't be that stressed about someone. I don't really like the thought of somewhere where you live where somebody might be over involved in your space, because I think your own space needs to be a little bit of a haven. I really do. I think you need a place that is...
Yeah. I mean, and also it doesn't really affect you if somebody copies. I mean, I was trying to think back. Like, I remember I would have bought my place around the same time as some of my friends bought my place.
Yeah.
And at one point, we all...
Had the same things.
Had...
Were you not all going to IKEA?
Green and cream. Green and brown, like... kind of walls.
Yeah, but then wasn't there a time in like the 70s where everybody had orange and brown in their houses? You know, there are kind of rhythms of
but like
decorating.
I mean, she also says like that's the same rug and the same
no, it seems a bit specific.
That's a bit much.
It's a wee bit specific. But here's my thing, right? I think you can over-involve yourself in this situation because someone else has said it. I think there's probably a lot more underlying what went through between those two sets of neighbours, and you don't need to be involved in it.
Yeah, totally.
So keep well away, smile nicely, admire what she's done, and say, "Oh, well, it's very similar to ours. It's very nice, and you know, it's kind of my taste." You know, something like that. I don't know that you need to necessarily go out of your way to point out what the hell are you doing copying me, because that's weird.
Also, you're the only person that knows you've copied.
Yeah.
Because you're the only person that's been in both houses.
Yeah.
Well, with the exception of her.
Yeah.
Now, but if it was something where you did your front garden and then they were the same. Well, I mean, you could always just get someone to rack it.
Yeah. I know, but then some people don't have very strong opinions or are not sure of their own taste and therefore then borrow from other people.
That's me.
Are you not
are you not
a trendsetter?
No, I'm not. Not in home. No, God, no. I wish I was. I've always just, what I've always done is I've always just done the colour chart. Like if I'm doing up a room, I just get a colour chart and I never
deviate.
Yeah, I never deviate. It's something like the colours that are on the colour chart that are made to match. I just go those two.
Okay. Well, you see, it's funny actually because I love colour. So when I'm decorating, because I do all the painting at home, Paul would like to have a whole magnolia house, but it's not happening in the world. I give him a nod. I give him a magnolia wall in every room, as in a cream room, a wall or a white wall. And then I do what the hell I like in the rest
I remember you did an aubergine bathroom, Niamh.
I did. I have
very
a
impressive.
bit of style. It's not
quite
completely
style.
aubergine. There's no. What he means there is the colour is aubergine on the tiles. He doesn't mean I have aubergines all over my.
No.
I want to be very clear about that.
No, it's very nice.
Yeah, well, I like certain things, but the funny thing I found is that my husband has very definite taste. So he has opinions about these things, and so I let him have his opinions, and as long as I don't object to them. So I would say, adapt a similar attitude to your neighbour. You know, unless you have a very definite opinion about what they're doing, don't get involved.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, because you have to let that pass by. It's okay for them to copy what you're doing. It's actually a mark of respect and admiration, as long as it doesn't become suddenly they're trying to be you and, you know, insinuate themselves into your life and take over your husband. And
yeah, if at any point you feel they're going to try and murder you and assume your identity,
definitely.
I think write us another letter.
Yeah, because then we'll be your alibi, to be fair.
Completely. We have this. Yeah, we have this. It's time stamped. So, you know, if you don't show up for a couple of weeks, we'll bring it together. I think we've helped. 100%. Did I not hear that people were kind of suggesting we might get an odd expert in? We might get an odd expert in. And when you said yes to that to me, I was laughing. I said, expert in what? Because clearly, you know. Do you know what I was annoyed about? What? Because they didn't think we were experts. Yeah, 100. That is exactly my point, Niamh. They're like, would you consider getting an expert? It's like, we have to. I mean, granted. Is it like, we're not qualified. Is there grounds for legal recourse if somebody takes our advice and ruins their life? There absolutely is. There 100% is. Yes, there is. Yeah. We're not professionals. No. We just expect to be treated as such. So experts. We can get an expert in what, like? I don't know. What are people experts in? Do you know what? There's nothing I'm more suspicious of than somebody that calls themselves an expert. Like, an expert in what? I know. Show me the qualifications. I know. Well, they might have qualifications. It doesn't make them an expert. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you. As always, it's lovely to chat to you, and we will chat to you next week. Yes. If you have any story that you would like to send us, or if you'd like to send us suggestions for ideas for shows, you can do that by emailing us at agonyrant@gmail.com or following us on social media and send us a DM. Yes, because we would love it. Actually, the more input we get from you, the more fabulous we'll be. Exactly. Think of this as your show. This is your show, but ours, really. Yeah. It's your show to contribute to work-wise, but all of the benefits we will take ourselves. And we are the stars. Once, as long as you remember that we're the stars, that's it. %. Not me. Thanks for listening. Bye. Bye.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.
Being a parent can be really challenging. It's normal to feel uncertain about whether you're doing the right things to raise healthy and happy children. That's why Child and Family Resource Network focuses on connecting pregnant parents and those with kids under the age of 5 with free support services to help them build confidence in their parenting journey. Everyone deserves to have someone they can turn to for support with parenting. Visit childandfamilyresourcenetwork.org today. Being a parent can be really challenging. Child and Family Resource Network focuses on connecting pregnant parents and those with kids under the age of 5 with free support services to help them on their parenting journey. Everyone deserves someone they can turn to for help with parenting. Visit childandfamilyresourcenetwork.org today.